And welcome to the show. It's two guys, two things. I want to start right off the bat by saying, Chris, I appreciate you.
Sure.
I do, man.
Yeah.
I do. I appreciate you. I don't know if I ever tell you that enough. Or ever.
What is this? Yeah.
But I do. I appreciate you.
Okay.
This is your cue to
No, I don't buy it.
return the favor.
Oh, say it back?
I mean, yeah, come on.
Not gonna do that.
But you know what we do appreciate is our myriad number of fans, our plethora of fans.
Sure.
That they number in the near high teens.
Yeah.
But no, this is the podcast where we take two semi-trending topics and we dissect, diverge, take all this out. We take two semi-trending topics and we discuss them for 15 minutes.
Yes.
And, these aren't the big stories. You might have missed these stories along the way.
Probably did.
You know what I mean? Because you have better things to do
Yeah.
than listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
Especially watching a podcast.
No. I mean, people, I think, watch more than listen.
You think people watch more than listen?
Now, yeah.
Because I know YouTube is trying to, push podcasts, but I think it's the audio form, not even the videos.
No.
Which makes no sense. Who's going to listen to the podcast on YouTube?
Nobody. No.
But that's what they're doing.
No, it's the full-length podcasts are basically the new TV shows.
The new TV shows?
Yes. Like they'll watch before they listen.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
TV sucks now. What happened to must-see TV? This is not must-see TV.
There's lots of must-see TV.
Oh, give me a must-see TV show.
White Lotus.
I haven't seen it.
Severance.
Is it good? I haven't seen any of these.
It's so good.
Which one?
Both.
Severance, Lotus?
Yes.
Okay.
Both are so good.
All right, well.
It's definitely must watch.
I'm still watching Golden Girls.
Right. You haven't finished that one
I
yet?
haven't finished it yet.
Yeah. I think I've only seen 2 episodes of Golden Girls.
Are you kidding me? Are you not a fan of Golden Girls?
But 2. It's hard to. I'm not a fan. I just
How'd you only ever see 2 episodes?
didn't care about it.
Oh, you're sexist.
Yeah. No. Ageist.
Okay. Sexist and ageist.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Maybe 2 episodes.
From our generation,
Right.
only have seen 2 Golden Girls.
Yeah, it just
That's crazy to me.
never appealed to me. So I get the references. I
funny.
know who I know who Blanche is. I get the back and forth.
Yeah.
But it never appealed to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked and disappointed.
I mean, can you name one funny joke
oh
from
yeah,
the
that was
Golden
always
Girls?
funny. Rose. I mean,
No, name me a funny joke. Like The Office, I can say a line. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's the funny line from Golden Girls?
There's a lot.
That's
Can't think of them.
that's my point.
So many.
That's my point.
It's in the hundreds of millions.
That's exactly my point. Like, you can't name it.
I always call our podcast the Golden Girls.
Sure.
All right. So for us to decide who gets to go first and tell their 15-minute story, though, we have come up with a thing of it goes This Week in Elon.
This Week in Elon, which we might be redoing after the podcast.
Okay. So, but if there's no news on Elon Musk, then I get to go with my story first. If there is news on Elon Musk, then you get to go first. And of course, we know he's going to be in the news for a little bit.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it won't
yeah.
be forever.
Not forever, but he is in the news this week.
Is he having another kid?
Not another kid, but he was at.
Hold on, quick question about that though.
Yeah.
Did you have this on your bingo card of who would have more kids,
Oh.
Musk or Nick Cannon?
Yeah, it's close, right? Is it 13 and 12?
No, Musk is winning.
Oh, but he has 13.
Yeah.
I think
Or
Nick
14 now,
Cannon has 12.
Yeah. I did not have that on my.
Yeah, that could be my This Week in Elon. He has 13 kids and Nick Cannon has 12.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I would not have had that in my bingo card.
No.
So Nick Cannon is 12 kids with 6 ladies.
Okay.
Do you know how many ladies Elon Musk's kids are with?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay. I don't know.
There's controversy of
Okay.
the recent ones.
Okay.
But no, okay. Well, what's going on with
All
Elon?
right, this
Anything?
week in Elon. So we all know he was at the presidential address that just happened the other by this
He
time
dressed up for
the
it,
other
too.
day. He did have a suit on,
He showed proper respect.
which is side note so funny. The moment that Zelensky gets called out for he got during Zelensky and JD Vance and Trump's little meeting in the Oval Office.
They had a meeting?
Yeah, they had a meeting. You haven't heard? It's a downfall of our society. So they had the meeting, and then a reporter asked, why don't you wear a suit? You're disrespecting. And it's so funny because everybody after that was like, well, your fucking boy doesn't wear a suit, Elon. And then he shows up to it with the suit. It's like, he never wears a suit. Don't pretend. Give me a break. Give me a break. We all know why you did that, Elon.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your news?
So he was at the presidential address.
He was.
And
He didn't have a chainsaw.
no
hoping he would have
chainsaw,
one there.
and he wasn't Mike Myers. But
Wait, from
after
Halloween?
after yeah, that Mike Myers.
Because does he have a chainsaw? The Halloween Mike Myers?
Yeah, or nothing.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. After the address, he actually called a meeting
Okay.
of Congress. He brought them all into a room
Wow.
together. He wanted to make sure they're all on the same page.
Okay.
So he started off with the presentation called Democracy, but not with poor people. So he went on this rant about piggybacking off of Trump's address, saying we're going to start a new democracy, and all that means is our democracy without poor people. And it got a little hasty. The Democrats got a little uppity, according to Elon.
Okay.
So as he was giving the presentation, he started shining the pointer in the Democrats' Congress's eyes,
like a laser pointer?
blinding them.
Oh, that's horrible.
They up and left. There's only him and the Republicans left.
Okay. Was he shining in their eyes too?
No, just the
okay.
Democrats.
Okay. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny.
they started fighting. But the Democrats left with the
Oh,
Republicans.
my eyes,
Yeah,
blind.
babies,
That's kind of funny.
snowflake.
That's kind of funny.
He was left with just the Republicans.
Okay.
And they seemed to be fine, but they got off topic. Margie Taylor Greene was there. She was asking about is there going to be a new CrossFit gym in this new democracy that they're building, that she wanted to weightlift in. Matt Gaetz was there. He got invited. Elon didn't realize that he wasn't in Congress anymore.
He wasn't doged?
He wasn't doged. He forgot. He was asking about how many rich women are going to be there. Under 17.
Oh, sure, yeah. Women. Yeah, okay.
Right. And so it all trickled out outside of this meeting room, where eventually Elon had to fire all the Republican Congress.
Well, he fired all the Republican Congress?
He fired them all to save money. He didn't like their attitude.
So then who's left?
Just the Democrats, the blinded Democrats.
They're blind.
He couldn't fire them. They weren't in the room.
Okay, so you're telling me now all that's left is the blind Democrats?
The blind
and
Democrats.
Elon and
Republicans
Trump.
are fired.
Okay. Interesting.
He didn't realize. He didn't
Don't-
realize what he was doing.
Doesn't seem very smart. Okay.
He
Well, that's
makes-
a very dumb story, Chris.
He makes decisions
But
on a
it's
whim.
true. It's true. Everything we say is true.
It is a true
So,
story.
Chris, I guess you get to go first. But I will say this though. You said
I had
Marjorie-
some other drafts.
Maybe you should have done other ones. But Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
It was her boyfriend that asked the suit question.
Soup?
The suit
Oh, suit.
question.
Yeah.
That's her boyfriend,
Yeah.
the reporter.
Oh, I thought it was. They invited a Russian journalist, but he didn't ask the question. I didn't know that was Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend.
Yeah, that guy. But the suit. Anyway, so with that, Chris, you get to go first.
So
Put
weird.
15 minutes on the clock
And
and
start.
sock it to me.
Here we go.
What you got?
Okay, this is 3 weeks in a row, man.
Of what?
We're going to China again.
Oh, China. I've never been. Have you been?
No,
I've only been in our stories that we share.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
So there's no names here. That's anonymous. So I just want to start that off because they're going to ask me.
Okay.
So.
Is there a name, but you just can't pronounce
No,
it?
no,
So you
there's
just wanna
no
say
name. There's literally
anonymous?
no name. It says a man in China. So
Could be any man.
a man in China
Could
endured
be you.
a man in China endured painful childbirth simulation and wound up having to remove a portion of his organ.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. So this all started.
Hold on. Don't tell me. I want to guess what organ.
Which organ? Here, you want a real Philippine? So
He has one testicle.
he's preparing to sue the woman that who requested this. They were fiancés.
Okay. What is up with the suing going on in
Yeah.
China?
So and the
Okay.
the unidentified fiance allegedly wanted to test her boyfriend out before they tied the knot and make him experience the challenges of a woman going through birth.
And the funny thing is, they don't want to have any kids.
Yeah. So the
I
unidentified.
just want you to go through it.
Yeah.
I don't want kids.
I don't want. I just want you to.
If we do, we're
I
gonna adopt.
I just want to understand. I just want to make sure you can handle things. So
What? Okay.
the
Interesting.
the unidentified fiance. That's what she wanted him to do.
Okay.
And then it says the boyfriend, whose identity has not been revealed, initially turned down the idea of going through the childbirth pain, but he eventually accepted and agreed to sit through the labor pain simulation. So they have you seen these things? You can attach them to your stomach and stuff,
Yeah.
and then it's electric currents,
Okay.
right? That goes through, and the process is supposed to mimic a woman's contractions,
Okay.
contract your stomachs prior to the baby's birth. So
So this is just a fun thing.
fun thing.
For men to do. I mean, well, is that the only purpose that serves?
Well, I mean
I mean, my question is: did someone create a business plan? Like, hey, I just want to create how to mimic childbirth for men, or does these also electrodes like do some good elsewhere?
Right. So I think
because it seems like a kind of a.
I think it's both. So the serious question, the answer is like that started, I think, with like a ab workout because it would contract your abs.
Oh God! Was it one of those like as seen on TV?
But softly.
You can go to bed and the
softly.
machine will do the ab work for you.
Yeah. Then they intensified it,
and you wake up and there's a baby in your bed.
Right. But my imagination to how this started was that it was for women to see if they wanted to have a baby.
Oh, so women would do this too.
Yeah, and I said this is my imagination of how it started.
No, I like that. I just
like,
never seen videos of women doing it.
Do you want to do it? And then they like, oh, actually, I don't want to go through this. So you have to. So
Okay.
before they have the kid, they have an idea of what it feels like.
Right.
I think that's why it was invented in my mind.
Gotcha.
In my mind.
Right.
So the girlfriend explained on social media that
I'm just trying to think of them coming to Shark Tank to like.
oh yeah, all right. Here they got a great idea. Huh? We're gonna mimic childbirth. I'm out. I'm sorry. What? Why would we want to do that? So she explained that the simulation process gradually increased the intensity of pain for the first 90 minutes, right? like contractions. Then the remainder of the experience administers the maximum level of intensity.
Okay.
So 90 minutes.
90 minutes of gradual.
And then it's full blown.
For how long?
However you want it. If you're in labor for 12 hours,
oh my God.
then you're in labor for 12 hours. She just wanted to see if you could handle it.
She's into torture.
So here's the thing. Like I get the idea of women wanting men to understand what this feels like because it's like a horrific experience. Having the kids not, but going through it, right? Obviously.
No, I think it's always horrific.
Yeah.
Even after they're born.
Well, a lot of times after they're
it's
born.
like, why?
I get
Why
that
did I
wanting
have
to.
you?
I don't know about the forcing of your fiance to go through it to see if to prove that you can get married.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand the want of no you need to understand how this feels. But like I don't know how far you go with that. Like I feel like that's dumb. But if I was a woman, I probably would feel differently. Like everybody needs to experience this. That's
Do they though?
It's only fair.
Is it though?
It's only fair.
It's not fair.
It
It's
is
okay.
It's
Why must the man have to know what that feels
no
like?
that's so they can appreciate you.
Sure, but they can still appreciate it without having to go through
But some don't.
That's true.
And maybe this guy, she thought like you're not gonna appreciate me, so you need to understand what this feels like.
And clearly he did because then he sues her. So okay. Continue.
Yeah. So
I understand.
The
honey.
woman noted that her family's intention was never to harm this man, but simply to make him endure what a woman goes through. She said, "My boyfriend started screaming and struggling at level 8. We got 2 more to go. Swearing and crying at level 10. And by the end, he was grasping for air."
And she's in the corner laughing.
Loves it the whole time. Loves it the whole time. So she recalled that constantly wiping her boyfriend's sweat.
She's like, I've already had a hysterectomy. It's so funny.
Maybe she gets off on it a little bit,
Yeah,
but
I would.
So she recalls wiping the sweat off her
I mean,
boyfriend.
when my wife gave birth, I got off on it big time.
I'm sure. I'm
yeah.
sure that makes sense.
Yeah.
She said once the ordeal came to an end after he went through level 10 for however long, he was exhausted, puking, and suffering abdominal pain.
Well, but did he have something to show for it?
Did not have a baby.
What? He did all that without the baby?
So here's what's funny.
See, that's then you I can't relate now.
Okay.
No, you're gonna have the guy go through all that. He's got to at least have something to show for it. Give him an ice cream or something.
And a lollipop or something.
Yeah.
I always
having a baby.
I always say like I tell Jesse like for sure if the men birth kids, we would not have a kid. I would just say I can't do this. I'm not doing it.
Oh really?
I would not have kids. I could not go through that.
I could do it.
No way.
I could do it.
Do you think it's true that men are bigger babies than women? Because I think that's true mostly on a whole.
I mean, I've seen babies. They're like.
Okay, but I'm
pounds,
actually trying to have
pounds.
a conversation with you.
I mean, it'd be hard to pass one of us.
Okay, tell me when you're done.
Out of a woman. I mean, fist is big enough. What? No. I was saying that I told this to my wife, and I mean it, that I would totally give birth once.
Yeah.
I'd be curious. Because like, oh my God. To me, and I know I'm in the minority, I think, for guys, but it's like, it just seems like it's such an amazing thing to have life growing inside
I get
of you.
that.
That's insane.
I get
and
that.
I know it's going to be painful. I can't even imagine, but like, I'm willing to try it once.
I am not curious
Especially
enough.
if there's a reward of a baby at the end.
Sure.
What this guy did with no
reward. Yeah.
It's like, well,
what am I
why?
doing this for?
What am I doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
The pain's one thing.
to please you?
Yeah.
So you can get off on it and laugh at me and lose an organ?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I'm not curious enough, no. Because I understand, like,
we have 3 kids. I don't know if I would have 3.
Yeah.
It might be 1.
You're right.
But
nah, I'd
be curious.
I'm not curious enough.
It's like climbing Everest.
Sure.
You see dead people up there all the time.
I don't want to do that either. So they said the pain and discomfort continued for a week after. He was hospitalized and found to have suffered permanent damage.
I wonder if he didn't pass the uterus.
So here,
Not the uterus,
maybe
the placenta.
there it is.
I think the placenta might have still been inside.
It's still, yeah. You got to get rid of that.
You do.
So this sucks because like I've seen those things before too, but like I guess she went super hard on this guy.
Was she the one doing like the controls?
She said she was just watching, so I didn't wiping the
Like
sweat off.
there's a guy like who's like push like no go harder. And
Yeah,
she jumps in.
I guess I guess you can argue that women can suffer permanent damage too after having a kid. So whatever, but like this feels like it's not a 1-for-1. Like some of that pain might be there.
You are on record saying that, not me.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
For permanent damage, they can.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So she was told that her boyfriend had part of his small intestine removed after this ordeal. After a week, he was still in pain.
So, because he wasn't pushing though.
Right.
So, but
it was just
the
the electric pulses
got to his.
It was like a little
intestine.
too intense, I guess.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they should have maybe regulated what they're putting on his stomach.
Yeah.
But a part of his small intestine was removed, and so the couple's engagement was canceled.
Okay.
And the boyfriend's mother warned the girlfriend about visiting him at the hospital. She was like, "You do not come visit this." They were pissed. They were pissed.
Well, I mean, he agreed to it.
He agreed to it. So this is interesting, right? Because I agree with you. He did agree to it. Did he quite know what he was getting into, right? You know what I mean? So like, and I'm sure because I've seen these things around. I've never seen anything that's permanent damage. So I don't know what kind of intense situation.
Is the permanent damage that he can never have kids?
No, yes, the permanent damage.
He can never birth a kid.
Right, can never have a kid again.
That's horrible.
So the mother also claimed that the son was preparing to sue her.
So that's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Why would you sue her? I would sue the company.
Well, I think that's the thing.
That's
right?
who you sue.
Yeah, because
You should be making a product
that
can do
permanent damage where you're removing your small intestine.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, because I agree with like, hey, let's have a thing where we can simulate some pain, but like, why are you not testing enough? You know what I mean? Where you can get.
Sorry, no. Sorry. Now I'm imagining while they're testing, while he's going through this test.
Yeah.
With the electrodes going full blast, and then a doctor comes out to talk to like the girlfriend. I'm sorry, but you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
It's either that you save the intestine, or you save your boyfriend. One of them has to go.
She would have chosen the intestine.
I'm like, oh my God, I know this is horrible. This is really dark, but it's like,
I'm telling you, it's just. I mean, I'm with you though, like because
Save the intestine.
obviously she didn't want him to be hurt. I bet this conversation.
You probably never thought that was gonna be an option.
Exactly.
Right.
I bet this conversation started off where it's like, well, almost half joking. Well, I want to see if you can handle it like I can. No, of course I'm not gonna do that. You know, and then thinking about it more. You know what? I want you to go through this, and you assume the devices you're using are going to be safe enough, right? So to your point, like when this is all said and done, he had part of his small intestine removed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, why aren't you going to the device maker first?
Yeah.
Instead of
And they probably have the money.
right.
too.
Instead of being mad at your fiance, which you can be a little upset, like I didn't want to do it, but you, she didn't want you to have your intestine removed. Like, so go there first.
Can we just right now say props to this boyfriend though for even volunteering to do
For
this?
doing it?
Like that's. I mean, look, I'm gonna say boo on the suing. I'm not happy about that.
Not her, yeah.
That's
yeah,
dumb.
Yeah.
But to even agree to do in the first place, like not many guys.
No, they wouldn't.
Would
yeah,
do
he
that.
started off saying no, but she was like, fine. But and I would try that out. You know.
Oh, that what you do?
Yeah.
For no reward?
For no reward. Because I can't imagine it feeling exactly like that. I mean, you can do the contraction thing.
I bet you it's not.
Yeah, it's hard contractions. But so this is so funny. She says, "I'm willing to take full responsibility as long as he recovers." That's what the woman fiance said. Like she didn't want to have any liability against her. I guess I don't understand that.
If he doesn't recover, then
Nah, it is not my fault. That's what she's saying. Then it is not my fault.
So not said by her lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like shh.
Okay.
Shut up. Don't say anything. So he's planning on suing her, but a lot of people chimed in online, of course. So several social media users sided with the upset boyfriend, with not with suing her though, but saying typical labor pain lasts at most 10 minutes. The girlfriend and her family seem crazy. So labor pain lasting 10 minutes?
I mean, if it's your like third child, maybe.
No, I mean,
but,
I guess.
that's,
Well, I mean, the labor pain, I guess, but like maybe the contractions at 10 minutes at a time, like the.
Yeah, that was not the experience for our first kid.
Well, no,
it was forever. It's almost a 24-hour day.
Yeah, but I think what they're saying is the actual contractions. The labor lasts a long time, but there's the labor
contractions
pain
won't last 10 minutes. That's crazy.
Yes, that's what they're saying at most 10 minutes. So like the girlfriend seems crazy. So if they were just straight up having it on the whole time for like an hour, then it's like, whoa, this is not the birth. What that feels like.
Now I'm wondering, like, is it controlled by men? Is it men?
Yeah, maybe.
That are like, I don't know. It must be painful. Just push.
Or just kind of what you said. It's like, well, my wife was in labor for 18 hours, so I guess just leave it on for 18 hours.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Or I mean, because hopefully women are behind pushing the controls because they'll know.
That actually know what
maybe.
it is. So one argued.
It's actually the Golden Girls.
It was the Golden. They made this. Kind of what you said is childbirth cannot be truly simulated, but we have to differentiate. They're not simulating childbirth; they're simulating labor and the pains and the contractions. That's different than actual childbirth. So they said it's a mix of complex and physical emotional reactions, which is true. You can feel that pain, but you can never, ever simulate what it's like. So one also wrote, I don't know what this means. Many women now choose painless labor. I guess.
That's an option.
Oh,
you can have painless labor.
Yeah. So okay, went off 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there's an epidural, but that's not. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
That's always
like
been around for a while.
Yeah, this person's saying like you can just choose painless labor. I don't know what that means. Maybe people that are watching know what that means. But they also say there should be legal consequences for this lady, not the device maker.
For the lady.
That's what they're saying.
This is a company. It's a legit company that offers this.
Yeah, they should be sued.
They should be sued.
True love does not need testing. Time will prove everything, someone said. So some also sided with her that all men who want biological children should go through that simulation. It should be a requirement.
No, that's stupid.
Requirement. So they understand the lady.
Understand the lady.
Well, I don't. I mean, it's not gonna be a law, but
Look.
I wouldn't want
Are
to do
we
something
gonna
nice.
do this? I mean, this is like the Eddie Murphy SNL sketch. He's gonna become a white guy
Sure.
to understand what it's like to be white.
Sure.
Could we do that? I mean, come on.
I get it.
You can't.
No,
you
listen.
just can't. To a certain point, you can't.
Obviously, I don't think it should be
Hey,
mandatory.
have this Beyond Burger. It's gonna be
Yeah.
exactly like a real burger. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it ain't close to. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah.
You do the best you can, but
No, it shouldn't be required, of course. Real last thing here. Several
It's
participants.
required now in school. This is part of the what they try to get rid of.
What DEI? What do you mean?
Yeah, the education they don't like that they're learning.
Oh, critical race theory.
Yes, this is the part of the critical race theory. It's going to be
every
boy
has to. Yeah. It's so dumb.
has to go through
So
labor.
Several men said they dropped out within minutes of the simulation because they couldn't handle the pain. One said it felt like my heart and lungs were being ripped apart when he went through the experience.
Huh.
But his fiance stopped it.
But not their pussies.
Yep.
Think about that. Think about that for a minute.
Hey, something to think about.
Because I hear it can rip.
Yeah. Anyway. Last thing too. Sorry. Piers Morgan took up the challenge in 2019 on an episode of Good Morning Britain.
Okay, I kind of want to watch that.
So you can watch that online. He took up the challenge.
That's pretty funny.
From the Netherlands, controlled the simulation and increased the intensity. The simulation began with 0, and when it hit the 20 mark, Pierce admitted that's already uncomfortable. By the 50 to 60 mark, he screamed in agony, and he said, "That's enough." The agony said, "That was agony." He said, "My respect for women in terms of childbirth has gone through the roof."
So how did he go to 10? Did he get to the 10?
So he said 20 mark, then 50 and 60. So I think he went to 100.
Oh.
So if he went to 100 and at 50, 60, he screamed and said, "That's enough."
Wow. Well, if Piers Morgan go through it,
So Piers Morgan went through this.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
the gauntlet has been thrown.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
So-
how about next week? Make an appointment.
Okay, we'll do it.
We'll both go
Listen,
together.
That's some podcast content right there.
Oh, that'd be great. Look, if we can get, how many subscribers is that worth?
200 for this video. From this video.
No, subscribers?
Yes.
No, if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'd say.
Oh, I thought you meant like 200 more from this video.
No, if we get 1,000 subscribers from right now, we'll do that.
But how long are we giving it?
1 day.
Okay, so let's make it so we can
9 months.
so we can clip this.
9 months
So
to simulate a labor.
If we're at
75.
475. If in 6 months we can get to 1,000 subscribers,
we will do this.
we will get a labor simulation and do it.
Boom! That's our promise to
If
you,
we
the
can
viewer.
if we can get 1,000 subscribers in 6 months from when this is posted.
Hey, don't let us get 1,000 yet. Just be patient. Okay, thank you. That was great.
Yeah.
Where's the timer?
That's right.
So this is about a man in Florida.
Cool. I like
So
going
you
back to
know
Florida.
it's gonna be good.
I like going back to Florida.
Do you?
We haven't been to Florida in a while.
I've never been to Florida. I mean, except in our stories.
That's what I mean. It's good
Right.
going
But
back
have
in
you
our
actually
stories.
been to Florida?
Me either.
Oh, really?
No,
You've never been to Disney World?
No, you know how much that costs?
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know.
No,
You're a big Disney guy.
I am, but Worlds is hard to get to, man. It's a whole different experience than land.
We need a passport.
To get to Florida?
Well, it's World, Disney World.
Sure, it's true. No, if you want to go to Epcot, you need to show your passport.
There you go. So a man in Florida, he was posing as a representative for an NBA player.
God. Okay.
Okay.
This must be in Miami.
Well, I don't know.
It's
Could be
Miami.
the Heat. Could be the Magic.
No, I'm telling you, it's Miami.
It could be Magic. It could be Orlando.
I'm not even saying where the teams are. I'm saying like the type of people this would happen. This is Miami.
But he's being investigated for theft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is at a Tiffany jewelry store.
Oh God.
Okay, so Jathan Gilder, 32, of Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Somehow found himself in Florida.
Yep.
But he's accused of robbing a Tiffany and Company store in Orlando, Florida.
Ah, boo.
A couple of weeks ago. According to court documents, he entered the store and he told the staff that his name was Sean and that He was negotiating a sale on behalf of a player for the Orlando Magic.
Okay.
Who's their best player right now?
It's probably Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero, I'm sorry.
Okay, so for Shaquille O'Neal, he said, "I'm here for Shaq." No, I'm here for Penny Hardaway.
It's gonna say it real quick, but this is always so funny to me. It's like I'm negotiating the sale. Oh, they just said okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like we got to get something.
Well, I imagine
from this player,
you got to walk in looking like something.
Of course. So even if I dressed up, I look like I can represent somehow an NBA player. Let's say I pull that off.
Yeah.
If I just say that, if I'm working especially at Tiffany's, like if I'm working at Tiffany's, I go, cool. You gotta bring him in once. Like I can't just
the NBA player himself.
I can't just say
prove it.
Yeah, I can't just say cool. And then I mean, I guess you can say okay because you're assuming that even if I see the NBA player or not, you still got to pay me before I give you the merchandise. So I don't know where the theft comes in, but it's just odd. It's odd.
Yeah, it is a weird thing.
Yeah.
So you could just go and do that. I never knew you could do something like this.
Yeah, I know people do that for like restaurant reservations and stuff. Like I'm Larry David's assistant.
Okay.
He's coming in tonight. Can I get a table? And they go, oh, okay. And then, you just go sit. But
it's probably important to stress the name of the celebrity.
Oh, absolutely.
Otherwise, they're like, who are you?
You're right, exactly.
Right. So you have to have
you don't say your name. You say I'm blank's assistant.
I'm here to get a reservation. Don't care.
Don't care. But so I mean, okay, sorry, I apologize. I'm interested where this goes because it's like, how can you steal it unless he's so charming and is like, well, he wants to have it for a week, first you try it out and then he'll buy it. Mm-hmm. And that's when you're dumb if you're Tiffany's and go, okay. Because that's like Uncut Gems, right? He let Kevin Garnett hold the opal.
I haven't seen it. You just ruined it.
That's the end of it. He let Kevin.
Did you click the opals and say there's no place like home?
He let Kevin Garnett hold it. That was the end of the movie.
Damn it, thank you, Jesus. Anyway, the court records, they don't specify which Orlando Magic player.
Sure.
He was but
probably
I'd be curious to know.
Probably Terrell Suggs.
But he was inquiring about some diamond earrings and a diamond ring.
Okay.
And Paul Simon showed up and also said there's diamonds on the soles of these shoes.
Waiting for it. Yep.
Due to the potential size of the purchase, it was a really big one. So they said, "Hey, this is a lot. I get it. You vouch for it. Maybe he had the passport."
Yeah, right.
So, but they took him to the VIP room.
Okay, and that's fine.
But again, how do you prove that?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can't prove a negative, right? So.
I want to try. Can I do this? Can I go into?
Apparently. So let's look at it.
Go to a bank and say, "Hey."
Let's look at it both ways, right? You're this guy, and you are actually his representative.
Sure.
And you're like, no, he's not coming in. He wants me to buy this diamond ring and earrings for him, and so he's not coming in. That say that's true. As the store, as a brick and mortar store, what do you do?
Well, can we
FaceTime? Can we FaceTime him?
Yeah, and then be like, okay. Oh, you want me to call? I'll call him.
Yeah,
he's gonna be so pissed. He's in the
fine,
middle of practice. Fine.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna ruin the sale.
That's fine.
It's gonna ruin the sale.
Cool.
There's a diamond store down the street that won't make me call.
That's fine. He's in the middle of practice right now. He's gonna be. That's fine.
Want me to bother him?
I'll just call him right now. It's like, oh, no.
But there has to be some kind of verification, especially for Tiffany's that they have. But I guess
I would love to hear what he said.
Yeah,
and you're right. Maybe he's just that charming.
He's a smooth talker. Sometimes you're just a smooth talker.
So they took him to the VIP room. He was then shown 2 pairs of diamond earrings as well as a diamond ring that had a combined value of more than $1 million.
Yowzers, dude. See, when you're talking about $1 million Tiffany's, you got to verify somehow. Whatever protocol you got to do that protocol. 'Cause that's crazy.
And then it just says this. It says, while he's inside the room,
yep,
out of nowhere, the man jumped out of his seat, grabbed the jewelry.
Sure.
And as he was trying to escape the room, a store associate tried and failed to stop him.
Right.
During the scuffle, he dropped the diamond ring.
Okay.
But he managed to still hold on to the 2 pairs of earrings.
Okay.
So he's all right. Then police say the Gilder was seen in surveillance cameras entering a car, which was traced using toll records and public safety cameras.
Idiot.
The car was then stopped by the Florida Highway Patrol.
Idiot.
Hours later.
Also, doesn't Tiffany's have a security guard at the front of their fucking store? Like, how did he get out? If he leaves that VIP room, I get it, because he's like, oh, that's awesome. They display it.
It's Andy Rooney.
On the felt. Yeah, it's Andy Rooney. They display it on the felt. I can see grabbing it.
Can you do a good Andy Rooney impression for Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I haven't
Can you
heard
do a really, really racist?
Yeah, I haven't heard Andy Rooney's
he
voice
played
in a
a Chinaman. Did he not in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No, that's Mickey Rooney.
Oh, Mickey Rooney, not Andy Rooney. I'm thinking I'm doing 60 Minutes.
Yeah, and I was like, I haven't heard Andy Rooney in a long time.
Mickey Rooney, Tiffany's.
Yeah,
Mickey Rooney.
Yeah, Breakfast at Tiffany's. We get it.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I was trying to come up with like a high. And he
have you ever wondered?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know Andy Rooney.
Oh, Mickey Rooney.
Oh, I can do Mickey Rooney at Breakfast at Tiffany's. I won't, but I can.
What was the character he played?
Oh God, it's probably some dumb shit name.
Mr. Racist.
Yeah.
No, okay,
I can definitely do that voice. It's like Andy Rooney. I was like, where's this joke going?
Mickey Rooney. Oh my God, I'm sorry. So Gilder was caught. He was taken into custody by police after they found earring forms and price tags from the store on the floor of the car, but they couldn't find the earrings.
Okay.
So
he took the diamonds out because like the forms is what allows you to put it in the ear. So he popped the diamonds out to just sell the diamonds separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they couldn't find the actual diamonds. They're like, what? What's going on?
Again, where's the security guard at the front of Tiffany's? I can see this man getting out of the VIP room with earrings in his hand, not the fucking store. That's crazy.
He said I should have thrown them out the window.
Why? Because you got caught anyway.
But instead, he swallowed them.
Oh, golly. So, okay, I love the thinking behind this.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, like the possession's 9/10 of the law, right? I don't got him. Don't got him.
Do a search.
Yeah. Whatever you need to do. So it's in his dumb shit brain. He's like, if they catch me, they can't find him, then I won't go to jail. But it's like, despite all the fucking video evidence that you stole these and ran out of the store with them, but to still think, as long as I don't have them or they can't find them, that I can't go to jail. It's like, buddy, these is worth over $1 million, and you thought as long as I swallow them, maybe they'll go easy on me. Like, well, I don't know his thought process.
Well, I guess he's only that they wouldn't find them.
Right.
But they did an X-ray.
Right.
And there's a picture of it, and you can see the diamonds inside of the stomach.
Hey, good on them for even thinking about doing the X-ray, I guess.
You're right, I know, right?
Yeah. That wouldn't be my first thing that I go to. But.
Right. I would think you probably just threw out the window.
Yeah, which fucking idiot. Or you just, I don't know. I guess, I mean, it was not, it was going to say sell them, but I mean, they found them pretty soon after.
Oh, very soon. Yeah,
so.
It was within hours.
Yeah.
So these diamonds, they're valued at more than $760,000.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
And the live scan here at Washington County Jail showed several foreign objects in Gilder's stomach.
Yeah. Okay.
In response,
He looks
Gilder, he looks buff. In the X-ray, yeah. Asked jail staff, "Am I going to be charged with what's in my stomach?"
This guy's just a complete idiot. Charming enough to weasel his way into Tiffany's and but dumb enough to swallow these and be like, am I going to be charged for this? Yeah, bro. You're going to be charged.
The answer was yes.
Yeah.
And as Gilder now faces one charge of grand theft in the first degree and a robbery with a mask. Whoa. They didn't say the mask.
Is that different?
Did he walk in with the mask to the store?
You get more time if you rob somebody with a mask? That's I mean,
robbery with a mask?
I guess if I think about it, it makes sense because somehow, I don't know.
So again, but he's had a history of committing similar robberies.
Just not from Tiffany's?
As his records show, an arrest for theft at another Tiffany store in Texas
Oh, Lord.
back in 2022.
how's he?
Do they not like have those things like do not let this man in? Oh, I guess he had a mask on.
He had a mask on, and I get it. Like if you rob a store, you shouldn't be in jail like for life. And I'm like, how are you still just allowed to do this? That's nuts. So
It's very nuts. So, and then also it says here too, he also has 48 failure to appear warrants in Colorado.
He's just moving around the country. Okay.
48.
So okay.
48.
So let me look. Let me ask you this, and this is a serious type question. So in a situation like this, right? So he has 48 failures to appear, which means he is a menace in Colorado. You know, it went to Texas, stole from Tiffany's. Now in Florida. Oh, you're talking about $1 million worth. You know, so this is like it's not just like stop stealing stuff. You did your time. Now out. At what point he's not committing violent crimes?
Nope.
At what point?
Nor would I say very smart crimes.
Very true. But for this type of human being, at what point do you go, we can't let you out anymore? Like, we can't. You're just going to do more dumb shit and steal things from people worth $1 million. You're just, I don't believe in, like, obviously, you can't, obviously, guys, I know this man can't have life in prison. I get it. But at what point do you go, hey, man, you can't be out in society anymore. You've done that. You've been in jail.
Or he's hired by the CIA.
Sure.
Say, hey, we know who to put in there. Well, no, he'll get caught.
He will. Yeah, he will be every time, every single time.
But he'd be really good. Like, hey, look, if you get caught with it, eat the evidence.
He can talk his way out of shit.
Just eat the evidence.
Obviously, he got his way into it. Like, but what do you do at this point for this type of like criminal? Like golly, because we can't just keep trying to catch you and put you in jail. This has to stop at some point.
I think he's actually the Rizzler. I mean, how much Riz does this guy have? He must have he's got a lot of Riz.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, he has this much charisma or whatever it is to get in and
for sure.
Get his way.
Yeah. I would be at a loss if I'm like a judge and like trying to sentence, you know what I mean? Like, I think at this one, when he gets caught, like, because there's no more failure to appear, you're just arrested. At this point, I try to make I want to make not a mock. I want to make a
example.
That's good. I didn't know the word example. So at this point, if I'm the judge, I'm trying to make an example out of it.
Sure.
Like because you have to do something harsh enough within the legal realms to be like, this has to stop. You can't live in our world and just do this all the time. Anyway, that was my whole point. I don't know what you do with this guy because he's not doing anything that warrants fucking life in prison. But fucking get out of here. I don't know.
Yeah.
10 years. 10 years. Is that too harsh?
But my thing. But what if? Let's just say this.
Okay.
What if he really was still the representative for this Orlando Magic basketball player?
Sure.
And the guy on Magic is like, look.
I need it today.
I need that. Yeah, I need these diamonds. But I only like blood diamonds. Okay? I need the risk involved.
Right.
So I need you to go in as my representative and steal the diamonds
because I need them.
I want them risky.
Or you're fired.
Yeah. And so maybe
he was trying to save his job.
That's what I would have said. That would have been
your defense.
My defense.
You're like, listen, Your Honor, I would have got fired if I didn't steal these.
I had to do it.
So if you want to
arrest, if you want to arrest anybody, arrest the player. Orlando Magic.
Arrest Terrell Suggs, not me.
The Orlando Magic player who will not be named. It's like a trade with a player to be named later. Arrest him because he's the guilty party. I did this for him.
Yeah,
he's pulling the strings. Yeah. I'm swallowing the diamonds.
Arrest Franz Wagner, not me.
All right.
That's a Orlando Magic player.
Okay, good pull.
It's not my fault. Franz Wagner is the one that told me to steal these diamonds.
Not me. All right. Well, that's the time on that one. But
okay.
So we'll see. I wonder if this guy's days of crime are over.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. I think it depends on that sentence because, like, I'm both impressed and disgusted by this man. To be able to talk his way into a Tiffany's VIP room, good on you, my dude. But apparently, this is something that happened a lot, and you need something needs to happen here.
So you've seen Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
right? So Christopher Walken, the whole sticking the watch up your your asshole.
Cool. You're on one tonight.
Well, I'm just saying. So like, what's like the largest thing you think you could swallow?
Ooh, swallow, yeah.
Or put up your asshole?
Well, here we go. I mean, it's known to expand.
Is it
pretty wide?
like having a baby?
Yeah. So
it's like having a baby.
I don't know that, but it expands. I don't know. Let's go with.
You're a mule. You're a mule, and your life depends upon it.
Then it would be.
I have a hard
racquetball.
A racquetball?
How
big is a racquetball?
A little smaller than a tennis ball.
Really?
I can't swallow it though. I can shove it up.
You can shove that up your ass,
but I can't swallow it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, it would.
Okay. Yeah, you'd see it.
Yeah.
You're just a big Adam's apple.
Yeah, you can't swallow that. But
well, what could you swallow?
Well, anything you swallow will come out easily.
Well, sure.
So I can. I mean,
not anything.
Yeah, I would.
Things can get stuck inside there.
But I'm saying if it's small enough to go through your throat, it will.
Okay, I mean, because you've passed gallstones,
kidney stones,
stones.
Yeah, but that's through my pee hole.
I know, but that seems crazy. If you could do that,
yeah,
you could do anything.
That expanded apparently too.
That's how you should experience childbirth.
Well, I did.
I
did.
Go through that.
Yeah, don't go through that.
Oh my God.
That was not.
Do you still have them?
No. I told you this because so some of them got dissolved, but the one that was like big enough to save that it was like the most pain that I've ever had. Like it was my first kidney stone, and
you always remember your first.
Yeah, you always remember your first. So it came out. It was the size of a peanut.
Okay. That
came out of my pee hole. It was a peanut.
God.
But the problem was, I would have saved it. But I was at
someone ate it.
I was at the urinal at a KFC, and it popped out, and I was like, "Oh, that was it!" And then I saw it like slow motion go down the urinal. I was like, "No," because
that didn't feel so good though, right?
Well,
painful but good.
Yeah, so both, right? There's two things. So it was in my system for a while. So when it came out, it had been going through my system as much. It was like smooth enough. Because kidney stones are jagged and hard. That's why when it moves through you like pee blood or it really hurts because it's like jagged and sharp. But it had been like stewing long enough where almost erosion happened, and it was smooth. So when it popped out, it hurt a little bit, but not like if it wasn't jagged and tearing. It was just big, like I'm telling you, dude, it was fucking peanut sized, and I was so mad I didn't save it. It was slow motion. I was like looking. I was like, maybe the grid will get it, and it just went down.
Because that's what I hear, like childbirth though. It's like it's painful, but once it's actually it's also this.
It was nice when I was finally done with it. It was very nice.
You start seeing what's her face? Zendaya. Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria. I get it. Sydney Sweeney.
Is she still on it?
No one's on it anymore.
Okay. Is it over?
No, they haven't had a new season in.
It's coming.
But yeah. So I always tell Jesse, like, I don't know the comparison. I never had a kid, but the pain of it moving through was like it's sweaty. I've never thrown up from pain except for that. I've never like passed out from pain except for that, where I it actually like you like it was. I've never had that. So I don't know what childbirth feels like, but I've never had to throw up from pain though.
Yeah,
that's
brutal.
And that's
okay. So
anyway,
for me to swallow something, I have a hard time swallowing pills, even tiny pills. I have to do. Oh really?
She can't take like ibuprofen. Like it.
I'm better now than I used to be, but I sometimes still do this. I'll take a pill, water, and I do this.
Yeah.
To jump.
Yeah,
jump.
No, I get it. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
People can do without water.
Most of them I can.
It's crazy.
When it gets to like the big like Dayquil, you know how big those are. I need liquid, but
got it. So I think I could probably swallow comfortably.
Yeah,
like a hemp seed.
Okay, yeah. An ibuprofen pill.
Maybe like 3 grains of salt.
I can probably do 3 grains of salt. I could probably do.
But up my ass, watermelon.
Yeah. Throw it up there. Swallow. I can take down. You know,
All
whatever.
right. Takeaways. Takeaways.
Listen, man. I don't know. Let's take care of our bodies. Let's not throw things down there we don't need. Let's not subject it to things that it's going to make you lose your small intestine. Let's just be more mindful of our bodies. That's my takeaway.
I think my takeaway would be this man that tried to steal the Tiffany jewelry. He should have come in with a pregnant suit.
That would have helped.
And said, "Oh, I'm having a baby."
Would have helped. Yeah.
And then he could have like just stuck the jewelry in there.
It would have been good.
And they wouldn't like, "Oh, it's a pregnant woman.
We can't do anything about that.
She's fine."
We let them do anything.
And then pretend like you're going on labor. Like, "Oh my God. Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Call
the ambulance. But
while that's happening, that's when you steal it.
Well, yeah, but then you call
Diversion.
then they call the ambulance for you. But you set it up in the meantime, so when the ambulance comes get you, those are your buddies. They get
even
that.
better.
They intercept the call.
Yeah.
They pick you up, and you're off.
It's like the Joker.
Yeah. Gonzo.
That's beautiful. All right. Thanks for joining us, Two Guys, Two Things. And Chris, where else can you find us?
Oh, mostly on YouTube, man. At Two Guys, Two Things. We got full length podcasts. We got little clips. You can find us at TikTok at Two Guys, Two Things, where the twos are the number twos.
How long is TikTok going to still be around?
I mean, listen, we got through the hard part. We'll be around for
There's
a while.
going to be probably a tariff to watch a TikTok video?
Probably.
For every TikTok video you watch, a tariff?
I think it's 30%.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at Two Guys, Two Things, just search us there, and you'll find us.
Fantastic.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
All right.
That's it.
Thanks for listening, and go get pregnant.